This world make you think that it's just falling apart. I remember in 1985, everyone telling us that the world was going to end. The world was going to end. It's ending. The world. Here it is, still 2025 now. They keep saying it's the end of time. The world's going to end. The world's going to. I'm like, if it's going to end. But in the meantime, I got stuff to do. Just want to give you a glimpse of this. Look at that sky, man. Look at it. Look at it. Look how pretty that is. Let me tell you something. It may be all snowy and nasty out here and it's just cold. It's like, what is it? 3 degrees. 3 degrees. But it's okay. Season's changing. And when there's snow, there's always normally cold weather. It's almost like life. When there's chaos, then there's joy. When there's joy, there's sadness. When there's sadness, of course, sometimes depression, unfortunately. And then it flips back over to happiness again. No matter where you are on that side of the coin, you're going to be in one of those seasons. Because it just doesn't stay cold at all. There's always that hot weather that's coming later on. And of course you have night and then you have day. It's crazy how everything is always changing. But as a person that you're dealing with all these emotions and all the different changes in life, you always have to adapt. And I think some people just get tired of adapting, and I get that. But if you don't adapt and evolve, then you end up perishing. You know what I mean? Kind of crazy, hey? Like, we have jobs that are doing well, and then all of a sudden the job ends. And sometimes we think that's the end of the world. I lost that job. I lost this and that. So you should try marketing. You have clients that you've had, then clients go, they come. You know what I mean? Or you should try a YouTube channel. You have subs come, you have subs come out. You have great comments, you have bad comments. I think life is like a boxing ring. You got to go those 12 rounds, baby. You got to consistently jab, block, jab, block, jab, punch, punch, punch back, block. Because no matter what, there's always going to be something right around the corner waiting for you. Like, for example, I was waiting on this to happen. I'm at Walmart right now, about to leave. I was waiting for all this craziness to happen. And I even had my heater set for all my chickens and everything. I had everything ready to go. I mean, I had everything ready to go. Did you know? Because I woke up that morning and I was like, everything's going to be all right. And it'll be fine. The electricity's not going to go out or anything. We're going to be all right. And I talked that into existence. And believe it or not, our electricity went off about 45 times. And it was cold outside. For some reason, our side of the country, the electricity kept going off almost every 7 minutes. And do you know how hard it is to keep a house warm when electricity keeps going off every 7 minutes? And then it went down to 5 minutes. And then every 3 minutes or so, it would come on, it would come off. And I thought about that. I thought, this is funny. And I was like, I need to call this electricity company and make sure they understand what's going on over here, because we're way out there on the farm, right? We're way in the rural area. You know, wasn't here in the city, the little city area. And I called and I made my wife call. And then after that, no more. Everything just was going perfect. I was like, ha, there we go. But I was never worried at all. put my heater up for my chickens. Heaters, they got 2 heaters running in the coop. It's warm in there. It's probably about, like, it's 3 degrees now. Chicken coop's probably like 45 to 50 degrees right now, which is great for them. One quit working. So I had to go get one from the hoop house, greenhouse, and pull it and bring it in there in the cold. Tell you, it's freezing. Got that going great. And then my well, we call it shack. It's where I keep the well water pumped in there. I keep a heater in there too in the winter. It went out. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I had to get another heater in there. And I'm like, come on. I just laughed because I knew that we're going to have issues. It's like it never fails. But I'm always very optimistic about it. And I try not to stress out by these things because I know that regardless of what happens, I'm going to get through it. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I'm so glad and I'm so blessed that I can experience all these things because no matter what life brings me, I know I'm going to get through it. I may not want to get through it, but I will. I woke up the other day with the worst headache ever. And I knew I wasn't going to go to the gym. Worst headache ever. Like, the weather is so dry. My body has been, I mean, once the weather gets dry and it's cold weather and the barometric pressure hits, your boy was like done. Like my daughter, I know she gets headaches. She gets it from me. And she's on migraine prescription, but I refuse to do that. And it was the worst. It lasted all day long. And finally at 10 o'clock at night, I was like, is that all you have? And I went to sleep. And I pushed through it. Sometimes when you have a migraine, I don't know if some of you guys ever experienced a migraine. It's pretty bad. You just want to be in a dark room and don't say anything at all. And your boy, Mr. Lemmy, was like, But the next day, baby, when I got up, it was on. I got everything done that I couldn't do the day before. It was great. Always know when it's going to rain really bad or when it's going to snow really bad because that headache, I used to call it a curse, but now I know it's a blessing because I'm like, okay, we got to prepare because something bad is about to happen. Every single time. Like, it's like magic. Like, I just know, like the human body knows. I can imagine people way back then who knew when bad weather was coming and they start telling their people, hey, get prepared. We got to bundle up. It's coming. You know what I mean? It's coming. But, you know, life is going to throw you things. And make sure you're prepared every single day with prayer. I even do affirmations, believe it or not. And that has gotten me out of my job years ago. I remember working and vacuuming, doing cleanup in the gym because I thought I contracted that in my salary, that small little salary. And I thought I was big and bad by doing that. And I was doing affirmations at the time, listening to Les Brown and all these other people, Jim Rohn, all these guys. And I kept telling myself, one day I'll no longer be working for the people. I'll be living great by myself. I'll be my own boss. I am what I am. Yep. Still to this day, I have to say some affirmations because I know there's forces around us that's trying to get us, man. But I think we have the power to do and be what we can be if we acknowledge that power. And I think some of us are giving up. The good book tells us a lot of things we can do, and I think we forget that because of all the noise and the distractions that we have. And you got to get away from distractions. Got to get away. This world make you think that it's just falling apart. I remember in 1985, everyone telling us that the world was going to end. The world was going to end. It's ending. The world. Here it is, still 2025 now. They keep saying it's the end of time. The world's going to end. The world's going to. I'm like, if it's going to end. But in the meantime, I got stuff to do. Right? I think that's the attitude we all need to have instead of just sit back and complain about everything that's going on wrong. Like, I love the snow. We need it, man. Something about the snow. I just wanted to show y'all that sunrise a while ago. Something about the snow, it just, the winter, the spring is coming, baby. We're going to have a beautiful spring. I can't wait for that. Get out there, get on that tractor, cut those trails at the campsite. Now, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I hope you guys having a fabulous day. And remember this one thing. No matter what's going on in the world, don't get caught up in it. Because it's not for you to be making that end-all, be-all decision of, the world is ending. What do we do? And then the next day you wake up, you say the same thing. Then you're trying to convince everybody around you that the world is ending. And it's a bunch of BS. You don't know when the world's ending. And if it is ending tomorrow, I'm gonna quit screaming at you. Just enjoy the day, right? Have you ever heard anybody say the world is ending or everything is just horrible? Or have you ever just been around some negative people and they just made you feel bad? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. And what did you do about it? Have a great day. I love all of y'all. We'll talk to you soon.